Film Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. We ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, a headline. Somebody else done priced themselves out of an Anthony Joshua fight. You know, it was the big demands from lineal champ uh, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury seems to want pricing himself out. He wants more than 50% versus your boy Anthony Joshua, and that's what Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, is saying. He said his demands are a joke. But they would like to have the fight at the end of the year, 2018, but his demands are too high. So just put him in line with everybody else's who demands are too high. Right? We know that Deontay Wilder is ludicrous for wanting 50%. Right? Joseph Parker was out of this world with his demands of wanting 40%. So, basically no champions or nobody can fight this guy unless they bow down to 20% or something. So that's what you call entitlement. This is another example of it. And here's the thing. Anthony Joshua's filling stadiums, we know. We know that. But it's a difference between a fan and another fighter. Another fighter is not looking at him as, hey, whoa, this guy's undefeated. Look at his body. He works hard. I'm a fan of his, unconditionally. Well, a fighter, let me just show you what Tyson Fury could be thinking, just in case you don't know. Tyson Fury is thinking this. First of all, I'm the lineal champ. I beat Vladimir Klitschko when nobody was beating Vladimir Klitschko, which means he put a dent in the aura. That's very important. Let me give you a tennis analogy. People that's old enough to know, you guys know who Steffi Graf is? Steffi Graf was a tennis with just, the Mike Tyson of tennis in the late 80s, early 90s. Talking about beating people 6'1", 6'2", 50 minutes, less than an hour for sure. Everybody, right? She had rivals that get one every now and then, but at the end of the day, Steffi Graf is the baddest one out there. She brought that forehand, they call it Fraulein forehand. Run around that backhand, hit that forehand flat, and it's over. And had the footwork to get around that backhand and the speed, athleticism. She was probably the only second person out there really athletic after Navratilova was athletic earlier, brought in that athleticism. Steffi took it to a new level. Yeah, she wasn't getting beat by anybody till a little girl from Serbia came up. My favorite tennis player of all time, Monica Seles. Monica Seles came out, didn't have a movement, but was hitting that ball flat for both wings, two-hand backhand, two-hand forehand, for both wings, flat. And she started beating Steffi Graf. Knocked some of that aura off. Then some of the other ones, that were out in the day, the Arantes Sanchez's, later to be Arantes Sanchez Vicarios, and maybe a Yana Novotna might get one in every now and then. And her main rival, Gabriela Sabatini, who couldn't beat her maybe once out of every 10, 11 matches, she might get one, maybe 2 from 10 now. Because, you get in the third set and you're not so scared no more. Because little girl from Serbia, Monica Seles, showed you what time it was. This is the same thing. Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko when he hadn't lost in close to 10 years. And he was the lineal champ. His title got taken away, but we all know the reasons and whatever. His title got taken away, that IBF title, boom. What happens? Joshua fights the winner of Glasgow versus Charles Martin, and he gets that IBF title. Both of those guys pretty unknown, right? So Tyson Fury's like, no, you will not be entitled here. You're not better than me, and I'm the lineal champ. So don't come in here talking about you want more money here because you've done some things after that and you got a fan base. Because fan bases are just fan bases. I told you, Canelo wasn't the best at 154 and ain't the best at 160. Has the biggest fan base. Can't nobody even walk in there trying to talk 50-50 with Canelo if your name's not Mayweather. Doesn't mean it's right. So that's what that fighter is thinking. The fans are going to be, well, he's been out. He shouldn't be getting talking 50-50 with Anthony Joshua. Those are fans are not just forgot who Tyson Fury is. That's why I'm going to give you that example. That's who he thinks. Same thing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's like, dude, you got your title from somebody who was scared to fight me. Glasgow was his mandatory, right? But instead of taking that fight, he said, let me fight for this vacant IBF title. He could have fought Deontay Wilder, and I'm pretty sure for a little bit more money than that vacant title. But oh wait, well hold up, I can go ahead and fight Charles Martin for that IBF title instead of that WBC, even though that was very, very prominent, prestigious, right? I'm gonna go over here and get this IBF if I could. Turn his ankle in that fight, no, excuse me, his knee in that fight against Charles Martin. Charles Martin got the title, Joshua beats him. So these fighters don't think of Anthony Joshua as somebody who's supposed to be walking in the room thinking you're better, right? That's the point. So that's why it's going to be hard. I think everyone, I keep hearing Joshua's side saying everyone needs to be reasonable. Well, the thing is, guys, so do you. Because the fighter, and you know if you were in the room with these fighters and you were talking that stuff, they would tell you, hey, man, I've been trying to fight you 2 years. And you ain't been fighting. Now you come up just because the fans are coming. There's no fans in this room, right? Man to man, you know that most of these guys should be getting 50-50. And Tyson Fury thinks that not only himself can beat him, he thinks Deontay Wilder can beat him, he thinks Joseph Parker can beat him, and he thinks even Hughie Fury can beat him. So these guys are not coming in there with that utmost respect. That's why for these negotiations to work out, I think everybody involved is going to have to take a couple of humble pills and just make these fights happen. Because if not, they're never going to happen. There's never going to be any good fights because there's not going to be too many fighters that's going to say, hey, let me just go in here and fight Anthony Joshua, let him give me 10% or 15%. I'm not worthy. I don't think fighters, especially good ones, and definitely not elite ones, are going to go for that. Especially guys who have accomplished things in their careers as well. So this was just interesting to hear, Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn saying that Tyson Fury's demands are basically a joke because, we don't know what we're going to get in the future if everybody's demands are a joke. If everybody's demands are a joke. Whose demands haven't been a joke? That's the joke. Done with Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.